Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time for some more Powerwash Simulator with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome. Yes, we're getting back into the Back to the Future DLC. And this time we're starting off with the Holoplex Theater, the big thing that was, I think, was under a tarp and everything in the last one when we were cleaning the clock tower. Kind of curious that they already had it built, even though it wasn't technically, it wasn't they weren't cleared for it yet. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into it. Yes, from the film producer. Hey, Powerwash Services, how's it going? Hopefully you enjoyed your previous time with us and would like to come back for more silver screen jet wash action. We've just got greenlit for another 2 movies, which we're filming back to back. For these, we're time traveling all over the place, back to the wild, wild west of 1885 and to the far-flung future of 2015, and even into a bleak alternate present. It's a real mind melter. Unfortunately, the first minds to be melted were those of the production crew. They started work on the Hill Valley Town Square of the future, built in this incredible-looking futuristic movie theater, but then trashed it as if it's in the bleak alternative present. You know what? I'm getting the feeling that I'm in danger of melting another mind here, so let's just say you've got a grubby and strange-looking movie theater we'd like you to wash down with your inimitable and excellent fashion. Thanks a lot. All right, no problem. We can wash this. I mean, if it ever loads. There we go. I was gonna say, I'm like, are you okay there, buddy? Been taking off a long time. Hopefully tonight things will go easier than last night. I realized that when I was out walking, went out to walk to the smoke shop on Wednesday, I might have hit my shin a bit harder than I realized, because, man, it's just been swelling up a bit. Oh, yes. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, see, that was all set up, but there wasn't. But this was under the tarp at the time. All right, and we need our options. We want our crosshair dirt, and we want our crosshair on. So we have flaky paint and a power washer. Welcome back to a small dirty corner of the future. Alex, you're still here? And still just an assistant, I see. When they finish the set, the entire town square is going to look like 2015. Can you even imagine that far forward? Yes. And I hate to be the one to bear bad news. I also heard there's some rumor about the film's predictions. I'll run them past you once I've found my notebook. That's okay. You don't need to, like, run the predictions through me. I don't know anything. I'm just, Wow, they actually went through and graffitied the place, too? That seems a bit extreme. I mean, I suppose, you know, they thought that this was going to be like the alternate present that was supposed to be where Biff took over and like became rich and everything. Oh, right. Okay, so we've got the back of it too. Some of the back. There we go. All right, let's see what other stuff they've got here. So they have Jaws 19, right? And hello there, Moon Mage. Welcome. Wow, when the production team sets about dirtying stuff, they really set their minds to it. At least it's not too bad. It's not like, hey, you know, you're going to be sitting here like, you know, needing to scrub everything. Yeah, I mean, like, it's one of those things where it's like, I guess it's kind of makes sense as far as this one. Like, they thought this was like the future where Biff took over, so they thought it needed to be like, you know, a lot of graffiti and stuff like that. when, you know, that's just not what this part of the movie is, type of thing. All right, there we go. Got around this side here. So at least the graffiti and stuff I can kind of understand. The flaky paint is a little weird. I mean, I guess it's supposed to show, like, the deterioration and, you know, nobody's really taking care of the place. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the egg on his house you know, really makes sense. I mean, the manure on the church kind of makes sense as well. I mean, that was at least kind of explained. Hey, there's a real fun trick that the special effects team have done for the movie theater, if you want to try it out. Just stand on the special marker on the road and wait for the magic. The special marker on the road. Right, this one? Yep, there we go. Again, they're saying that that's not done with special effects. That's just like, you know, something that they built. Like, really? As Marty says in the movies, shark still looks fake. All right. Go ahead and get this. red line here. As long as it doesn't, like, decide to do an autosave while we're doing this, we should be fine. That's usually when it causes a jump or something, is when it does the autosave. I think there was one spot where we kind of like, where we might have jumped it a bit. All right. There we go. All right. I guess it's the entry floor is all one giant thing. All right, fine. Oh god, yeah, I hate when that happens. Like whenever you're playing, you know, you spend an hour or two doing something, then it's like, oh hey, by the way, yeah, the last time we actually did a save was all the way back at the beginning of the session. Like there's some games that don't do any kind of autosave, and it's like, oh, that sucks. Because it's like, if you don't remember to manually save, it's just like, yep, you are shit out of luck. There we go. I'm gonna say, I'm like, come on now. Can't be that much left. Come on, Alex, you can give us some more dead wrong information if you want. Prove that you really are just, you know, prove exactly why you're still an assistant even, like, I think this is supposed to be like a couple years later. Hey, there he is. So I promised you fun predictions from the film, right? Strap yourself in. Consider me strapped. Prediction 1, there will be flying cars galore in 2015. Oh, I think that's for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if we had them by 1995. Buddy, if I got problems... I really hope to have them by 1995. I turned 30 and it would be great to have my party in space. Flying cars doesn't mean they'll be going to space. Plus, I personally hope they never develop flying cars. People have a problem understanding that, you know, they don't own every little stretch of road as is, and that's on the ground. Now you want to put them in, now you want to, you know, have them dealing with 4 dimensions instead of 3? It's going to be a mess and a half. Yeah, just be like, hey, so yeah, I'm actually a cleaning service from the future. Ain't gonna happen. Like, you know, we eventually we do get like kind of sort of self-driving cars. Granted, if you have kids, you don't want to be anywhere near them. You know, you don't want to be anywhere near those damn things. All right, there we go. We've got all of that cleaned up real nice. Ready up the underside here. Oh, that's right. The tagline for Jaws 19. This time it's really, really personal. Back when 4 shows a day was like a lot. Of course, it didn't cost you damn near an arm and a leg to go and watch a movie either. None of this, oh, hey, let's, you know, we've got, you know, we have this, you know, our, all of the, you know, super realistic 3D or, you know, the IMAX BS that's just like, hey, no, just make a movie, put it on put it on, we'll pay to see it, and just that. Like, we don't need all the fanciful stuff. It's like, all right, let's move you along into here. There we go. I'm sorry, did they actually get gunked in between and around the letters? Yeah, they went way too hard on this. You need to tell your production crew to just back off a bit. It's not all that serious. Really? Who put 2 ladders there? Ugh. All right, that's better. Do we need to hit the... Where is the dirt on the rest of this? Like up in the little skinny bits there? Right. Don't know. We'll figure that out later. Got plenty other stuff that we can focus on other than something that's just going to be annoying as shit. Yeah, I've never actually, like, went far, like, cared enough to get go see something in IMAX. Prediction number 2, hoverboards. Again, got real bad news for you there, buddy. Gotta say, I'm skeptical. The big ask. See, we have something that we call hoverboards, but they don't actually hover. I mean, skating feels like a fad already. Wheels on a plank? Come on. See, that actually stands the test of time, but yeah, like I said, the whole hoverboard thing, yeah. We've got something we call hoverboards. Although, if we could have hoverboards, surely we could have hover shoes? Why? Why? Please let us have hover shoes by 2015. I'll be 50 and I could go host a disco on a lake or something. You have really high hopes for the future of humanity. True. There is the whole, you know, catching fire, blowing up, and yeah. I mean, I would hope that they would, like, would have gotten the batteries better, but I don't know. I don't know if they just, like, gave up on them or what. Of course, with how badly they were made before, they that might have just done it in for the whole company. All right, and now let's get you over to here. Why can't I use their scaffolds? They look nicer than mine. I mean, not as tall. All right. I figured we would have to get up on the roof sooner or later anyway. There we go. I will say the tiles here for some reason do remind me of like one of the local movie theaters we used to have. Like, I don't know what it is about the tiles that just makes it feel like more like a movie theater. A grid wall? Really? It's a grid wall to you? That really looks like tile to me. I mean, I guess tiles are technically grids, but... What is this, like, amorphous blob here? Supposedly, it's a curtain. I mean, I'll take your word for it. It doesn't look like a curtain to me, but... I guess if you squint and kind of just, like, let your mind relax and your eyes go cross, it... Yeah, I guess it could be a curtain. Whoop, ah. Really? It's too easy to fall off this thing. There we go. I was going to say, I'm like, where the hell is the last bit of the curtain wall? Yeah, though he is still managing to work. He is still managing to still act.
Really, guys? You didn't even paint the smiley face in good paint. Prediction 3, Jaws 19. The jury's still out on that one. I'm not even sure how far along in the Jaws series they got. I think they got to 4? I mean, who doesn't love to watch a shark movie? There's so much story there. Not really. Especially if you branch out to hammerheads. Well, if you love shark movies, buddy, I've got some news for you. They teamed up shark movies with tornado movies. Do we need the... Oh, yep. We do need to do the edge. Okay. I think the maximum number of films for any franchise is 3, right? Well, no, that's just a trilogy. I mean, after that, isn't it all just getting a bit silly? I mean, you are in the movie industry, so you should know that there's no real limit to how many movies you can put into a series. That being said, I do think that Peter Jackson went a little bit far with his, his Hobbit movies. There was no need for 3 frickin' movies for that story. Oh, yeah, the Meg. There was also, wasn't there one that was deep blue? All right, there we go. Upper feature wall. That is very descriptive and tells you nothing at all. Hell, I'm surprised that they could even get the hologram to work. I'm surprised that the production crew didn't, like, completely cake that over. They just got to make it nice and intricate with panel lines and bevels and stuff like that, don't they? Love how he's like talking about all this future stuff, and it's like you guys literally built holograph projectors for this. Like you guys do realize that's not normal, right? Like, Alex, that alone should be setting you guys up for, like, pretty much for life, I would think. Whoever did that's like, yeah, they should be set for life. Right. Right, so that's got that little section down there. Oh, wait. Have I not done... No, I did the front. There might be like a spot up here. Okay, I don't know what I hit, but I hit what I needed. There we go. Because apparently they decided to put graffiti where somebody would never freaking see it. I mean, there's dedication, and then there's just, you know, this. Like, literally, are you going to ever have a camera up here? Because if not, why am I even bothering cleaning all of this? I mean, I know I'm a professional and all, but... All right. Suppose we should do the fire hydrant. Been sitting here very patiently, occasionally getting splashed. Right. You, come here. There's part of the signboard. All right, so what needs, let's see here, entry pilasters, inner arch, something or others. There we go. All right. 3 entry pilasters. All right. there we go. Right, right, the signboard. All right, I think I might know where... Whoa, okay. That was not what I was intending to do, but all right. Okay, so it is definitely the signboard on this portion. There we go. There we go. All right. And we're done. Blah. Seeing the movie theater, it's practically sparkling. Looks just great. And you've got us back on schedule. I can't wait to see Marty's face when we're all set up and that shark flies out at him. I can't tell you exactly what's next, but keep your pager handy. We're probably going to need you again very soon. Thanks a lot. Ah yes, pagers. So now Doc's time train. Now this one's in 1990, okay. Hey pal, thanks for fitting us in again. We're wrapping up the third and final, we do mean final, film now. And boy is scheduling getting tight. We went back to Wild West in this one, which naturally means we've got a time-traveling steam locomotive. How else is Doc gonna ride those timelines? I'm not really sure what's happened, but the time train looks like it's been driven through a rainbow. Don't know if it has anything to do with the multicolored logs that we used in an earlier scene to get the Old West train up to 88 miles per hour. Regardless, we need it clean for our next shot. I'll leave you to it. You know what you're doing, and thanks a lot. Yeah, again, you know, the special effects makes me think that, you know, we're not so much in the time, you know, in the movie. We're not helping with the movie, we're helping with an actual, like, you know, time traveling setup. Hello again. Looks like this is going to be our last job together. It's the final scene of the entire trilogy. You won't hear me complaining, Alex. kind of had it there. Forgot how spiky this train was. Man, sand really does just get everywhere, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it's like sand and soot. Or just sand. Was that all that was in the logs? Was just sand? I mean, surely you didn't, like, you weren't actually getting this thing up to 88 miles per hour, right? I don't know about you, but this is exactly how I expect a time machine to look if it were made by an inventor who traveled into the future before becoming stuck back in 1885. Oops, sorry. I think I meant that might have been a spoiler. You think? I mean, technically he didn't travel... Well, I mean, yeah, he did travel to the future. There we go. There. That's better. All right. All right, get me up on top of this big bastard. Well, I guess that explains why we haven't cleared the pipe yet. It goes all the way around. Again, the fact that they actually have labeled what each part does is a nice little touch. Not just, oh hey, this is just a pipe. No. This is the reactor car heat exchanger pipe. Time travel is based on the legendary Sierra Railway No. 3 locomotive, which is a total Hollywood legend in its own right. Like the career of any true movie star, it's been derailed, marked for scrapping, but has always come back stronger. Right. Alex, I think you need to have a little lie down. I think what they're calling this okay, yeah, this is mud, but that's from the so in the third movie they have 3 different colored logs that are special fuel that are supposed to get the train up to 88 miles per hour, pushing the DeLorean. And it was like, you know, they did it so that each one was like kind of like a warning. You know, it started off as like green and then yellow and then red to kind of give warning that, hey, you know, where you are as far as in the progression and stuff. But this, which, I mean, that actually doesn't make any sense, though, because this isn't the train that pushed the DeLorean. This is the train that, hey, the Doc took to the future and like retrofitted into a new time machine. Hence the reason why we're in the modern day setting rather than the Wild West setting. So that one shouldn't have needed cleaning. At least not like this. There we go. Obviously, Doc got over his problem with the clock, because, man, it looks like he scavenged a bunch of stuff for that. From that for this. Gotta put in all the nooks and crannies, don't you? Ah. The attention to detail is great, but ugh. You could have sloughed off on the detail at least a little bit, and I would have been fine with it. There we go. All right. See, we're going to have to get up on there. What the hell am I what am I standing on? What is in my way? You almost had it. Oh, okay. I mean, technically, all of this, all of the multicolored stuff should be like soot. If it was from the logs, it should be soot. Not sand or mud or anything like that. But then again, like I pointed out, it shouldn't be on this train at all. Well, that was not where you were supposed to dump me off. Not that I wanted it to dump me off anywhere, but... Looks like you're nearly done. So I just wanted to say how great it's been having you on set. I literally have no idea how you store all that water in that pack of yours. You know, I'm not entirely sure either. Honestly, you and your gear belong in another of these movies, set even further into the future. Or, you know, significantly in the past. That would be fine as well. I told you about my endeavors and fun with time and stuff like that. You'd probably think I was crazy. 84% of the way there. Steam dome. Smoke box still needs work, but that's like pretty much like this entire frickin' front thing. That's all technically part of the smoke box. All right, you come back here. All right. Good gods, there's just so many little bits and pieces of this thing. This is one of those jobs that they needed to add. They needed to have more conversations, more texts and stuff like that. Because it's like, yeah, doing it every 20%, not bad, but that does, leave a lot of just a lot of dead time. It's like, yeah, you could like write more stuff for that. Yeah, every 10 would have made more sense. Yeah, it would have taken a bit more as far as, to actually come up with something to say, but like with some of them, they take forever to be like, oh, hey, so, hey, we're gonna hint at this. And then it's like, and if it takes you, forever to get to the next, the next 20% done, yeah, you're going to be sitting, it's like, you've completely forgotten what the person said before. Now that is a proper cow splatterer. Like that is gonna make a mess out of a cow. Yes, and there it is, the flux capacitor. All right, so what am I missing? I mean, besides, going to the bathroom because I need to pee, so we'll be right back.
Yeah, I agree with that. It would, yeah. It would definitely be great for clearing out the snow. All right. Where is the, oh. All right. All right, the running board. Don't even see where. There we go. Finally. The magnets. Driving rod. All right. What else are we looking at? Engine piston rod. Oh, apparently we've still got some dirt on the front board here. There we go. Wow, we just got like a bunch of stuff. Railing. All right, cab roof. Cab awning. Cab coupler. Oh, right. Door hinges. Right, the plaque on the other side. There we go. Bell support. Good grief. Really? Back over here. Apparently there is part of the furnace that still needs to go. There we go. Reactor. Okay. Right, and one of the flux boxes. What is this? Run board flux box band. I'm guessing it's those pipes, yeah. There we go. Yes. There we go. All right. This is where it gets really fun. The tachyon pulse generator support. I don't know what the fuck the tachyon pulse generator looks like, let alone what its support looks like. It's this brass thingy. There we go. Right, so the mount. There. Yep. Because apparently we're not cleaning for the movie, we're cleaning the actual freaking thing. Like, even the sped up version, it's like, my God, that took a long time. Another outstanding job, thank you. I'll admit, I was skeptical that such a thing as a power washer could be good for us, but you've been terrific through the production of all 3 films. I'll put the word out for you. Who knows? There may be more productions productions in contact with you one day. Thanks a lot and all the best. Yes, thank you for the money. All right, so that finishes up the Back to the Future one. Now we do still have the Alice's Adventures. I don't know if I even got the Warhammer 40K one yet. But then we've got the Final Fantasy and the Tomb Raider stuff. Both of those are pretty big and just like a lot of just ugh. Then of course we have our seasonal stuff. We've done the Halloween. We've got Santa's Workshop, which was winter of 2023, and Clean the Ice Rink, which is winter 2024. But we'll probably do Santa's Workshop sometime like around actual Christmas, you know, towards the end of the month type of thing. Anyway, that is where we're going to end for tonight. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to press that subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below. Facebook page, Twitter account, and the permanent invite for the Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time, we'll be back with Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. And that following midnight, we're going to be continuing on with House Flipper 2 and the Scooby-Doo stuff. I think we've still got some stuff left to do on that one. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Oh.